Back on March 12th, 2013, things were a lot different in the Clash of Clans village. For one, there was a recent discovery of Dark Elixir, so the village had found a new way to create and clone these new flying troops called minions. And a lot of the villagers had high expectations on what this new, better version of Elixir could do. They just couldn't wait to see what they could create next. So this is going to be the tale of how the Hog Rider met his hog. Here is the Hog Rider's story. Back when the village was first getting established, the chief had to make a seriously tough decision. He had two similar troops that did practically the same thing, but unfortunately, he could only keep one due to army space limitations. So he decided to have these two troops duel it out to see who should get to stay. The two troops that were needing to compete was a barbarian who had a great mustache, was illiterate in English, could hold his breath for more than an hour, and who wielded a sword. The barbarian was facing off against a troop named Ryder, who also had some great facial hair, was an extremely annoying singer, had a fear of skeletons, and wielded a hammer. The two of them met in front of the chief, and then on the chief's command they fought. The fight was over in less than a minute, as the barbarian absolutely dominated Ryder. His hammer was no match for the barbarian's sword and muscles. Not to mention, he also had the Barbarian King teach him how to fight properly. So Ryder unfortunately lost and was not allowed into the village's army. Instead, he got stuck with all of the dirty work such as preparing all the meals for the armies and cleaning up other troops' messes. His job sucked. But he got to work immediately and went over to the campfire to start preparing the next meal. There were already some giants sitting around, and it looked like they were playing some sort of game. When Ryder got closer to the camp, he realized they were tormenting one of the hogs that were meant to be barbecued later. The hog took a quick look at Ryder and gave him a look of desperation before a giant threw him to another giant as if they were playing football. American football, that is. Ryder knew that he had to do something, but he also knew that those giants could easily crush him without any effort if they caught him. He thought about it quickly, but then continued to make his way over to the army camp that the giants were playing at. And once he got there, he told the giants that he needed the hog so that he could cook it for dinner. So the giants reluctantly handed over the hog. The hog was just as big. Ryder then took the hog back the way he came, but before he could get too far, a giant yelled out,
"Hey, that's not the way to the kitchen. He's a thief."
Then all of the giants got up and quickly ran after Ryder and the hog. Ryder was running out of space to run as they were running straight towards a section of walls. The giants were starting to game, and Ryder and the hog